Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan. Whitney has the evening off. Well, we start tonight with a live look outside at Coeur d'Alene, where a lot of people will be spending their Memorial Day weekend. Not a bad Friday. For all the details on the holiday weekend, let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo. Jeremy?
Mark, we are looking at Lake Coeur d'Alene, and just a quick reminder, that water is still really, really cold. It's a full-on cold plunge if you go dive in. Trust me, I did it recently, and it was really, really cold. You need that warm sunshine to warm you up, and we don't necessarily have it the next couple of days, but by the end of the weekend, we get much closer. We topped out near 70 degrees today across the region, and all that sunshine and cloud cover is kind of a tease of what's to come. We have a couple of stray showers off to the north. That's still coming down, a few of those down to the south, but overall, things are looking much drier than they have been. Today, we knew it would look like this. We'll get a couple of those showers late. Those are a little more delayed. Oftentimes when a storm comes in the way it is, it just winds up taking a little bit longer, and that's exactly what happened. It moves out, and tomorrow we wind up getting around to showers. Some model indication that those start a little bit earlier in the day up in the mountains, and then we see a few of those down low by tomorrow afternoon. Nothing overly heavy, nothing overly widespread, but still a few more scattered showers than what we've seen today or even yesterday. By Sunday, we start drying out and warming up. It's a big turnaround considering tomorrow we struggle to hit 60 degrees. Sunday, we're in the mid-60s. By Monday, mid-70s, which means we spend a solid portion of our day in the 70s under all that sun.
That sounds pretty good right there, Jeremy. Thank you very much. And there are going to be a lot of people hitting the roads for this holiday weekend. AAA is projecting 43.8 million travelers will head over 50 miles or more from home over the Memorial Day weekend. So let's take a look at the travel times according to WashDOT. Over the next 3 days, they project the hours between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. will have the most moderate to heavy traffic in the eastbound lanes. Today, they project heavier traffic in westbound lanes from 10 to 7. WashDOT also has a real-time map on their website that shows you what road conditions look like. And with millions of Americans now on the road or preparing for kickouts, some are working to ensure the reason we observe Memorial Day is not forgotten. A special display has returned to the National Mall, a poppy wall honoring the 600,000 U.S. service members who gave their lives in service to the country since World War I.
The poppy, it is the international symbol of remembrance. Its origins go back to 1915 during World War I.
Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin delivered the commencement address at the Naval Academy today. Austin reminded the new ensigns and second lieutenants the war on terror is ongoing, with the USS Carney just back from the Middle East, where it shot down drones and missiles aimed at civilian ships in Israel. This year's class leaves the academy knowing some of their own may make the ultimate sacrifice. Meantime, in Spokane County, Memorial Day celebrations started today at Balfour Park. The city of Spokane Valley hosted a ceremony to celebrate a new Veterans Memorial at the park. Today's celebration included Spokane veterans playing the U.S. Army song Taps, a 21-gun salute, folding and presentation of an American flag. The Spokane Valley Mayor, Pam Haley, says the new memorial symbolizes the community's respect for the service of our veterans.
One of the goals of this memorial is to celebrate the power of lifting each other up in times of need. It also will inform and teach our community about the historical contributions of our military and recognize the military's commitment to our nation.
The city of Spokane Valley and the state funded the building of the Veterans Memorial. Well, tonight we now know the man who died in yesterday's Garland District shooting was 42-year-old Joshua Payne. The man police arrested for shooting and killing him is now facing first-degree murder charges. KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez was at district court this afternoon where he had his first appearance.
Joshua Payne's family filled the courtroom this afternoon for Caleb Carter's first appearance.
And your name is Caleb M. Carter, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Carter pleaded not guilty. Before the judge set his bond, Payne's family read a statement.
The victim's family, they're all here, and they just wanted to express that the victim was extremely loved, and therefore they would like a very high bond amount.
Ultimately, the judge set Carter's bond at $5 million. The bond request, he says, is unusually high. New court documents in the case say Caleb Carter confessed to the shooting to police on scene. They say at about 5:30 Thursday morning, Carter cut off another car while driving and stopped in the road. This is surveillance video of that. Witnesses say both drivers got out of their cars looking like they were going to fight. The witness told officers one man started running away, and that's when Carter started shooting at him. When police got there, Carter was giving the man medical help and told police he was the shooter. Police took over the medical aid, but Payne was pronounced dead just before 6 a.m. Payne's wife told police he was likely on his way to work that morning when this happened. I talked to Payne's family in court today. They didn't want to be on camera, but say he was an amazing man, husband, and dad. This GoFundMe is online right now, raising money to help the family. In the description, it says he was born and raised here in Spokane and was a generous, loving person. In Spokane, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
In other news, the Violent Crimes Task Force and Spokane police found pounds of cocaine and several guns in a storage unit while trying to arrest a domestic violence suspect. Police say they followed 23-year-old William Dunnigan to that storage unit and saw what they thought was cocaine in his car. After getting a search warrant, police say they found drug scales, drug materials, and several guns with serial numbers scratched out. They arrested Dunnigan on several charges, including possession of a controlled substance with intent to deliver. The Idaho Democratic Party held their presidential caucus last night. They chose President Joe Biden as their candidate for president. Almost 2,500 people showed up in Kootenai County. President Biden was already the clear Democratic presidential candidate before the caucus, with most of the pledged delegates across the country. The Kootenai County caucus was at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. One man we talked with says he's just glad people made the time to show up.
When I was working in the polls, anybody that came in and voted, I supported them, no matter who they voted for. People should vote for who they think is the best candidate.
In our effort to bring you more to every story, this is the first caucus Idaho hosted in 12 years. Typically, people vote in a primary election, but the Idaho legislature passed a bill last year that took away the party's ability to do primary elections. Now, the concern with holding caucuses instead of primaries is fewer people may be able to turn out. The Republican caucus was back in March. Former President Donald Trump is expected to win the Republican delegation.